Wireless encryption has come a long way. Years ago, a tool called AirSnort helped highlight a fundamental weakness in WEP. In this video, I explain what happened, why it mattered, and most importantly how you can protect networks today. Quick note, this is educational. We won't demonstrate attacks. AirSnort was a research tool from the early 2000s used to analyze weaknesses in WEP. It didn't invent the flaws, it automated analysis and made it easier to understand how the protocol failed at scale. That prompted the security community and vendors to move away from WEP. At a high level, WEP used RC4 stream cipher with a small initialization vector, called an IV, combined with a secret key. Because IV sizes were small and sometimes reused, identical key stream segments could be produced and exploited. The important takeaway is, WEP's cryptographic design and key IV handling created predictable patterns. Small IV space meant collisions, the same IV repeated across many packets. Repeated key streams make it possible to infer relationships between messages. Critics called this a design flaw, and practical tools automated analysis of large packet captures. That's how researchers proved the protocol was unsuitable for protection. AirSnort and similar tools served an important role. They made a research result obvious to practitioners and drove vendors to implement better standards. The broader lesson, cryptographic design matters and real-world implementation choices can break security. WPA2 and the newer WPA3 addressed those design issues by using stronger ciphers and robust key management. WPA3 further improves protection against weak passwords and offline dictionary attacks. For most users, upgrading AP firmware and using WPA2/WPA3 with a strong password is critical. Here's a checklist every admin should follow. Use WPA2/WPA3 with AES, create strong unique passphrases, disable legacy WEP support on hardware, disable WPS if not needed, keep firmware updated, use enterprise authentication, 802.1x for corporate networks, segregate guest networks, and monitor for rogue access points. If you want hands-on practice, do it legally. Set up an isolated lab with your own equipment, use virtualization and test APs, enroll in structured courses, for example, Certified Ethical Hacker, network security classes, and practice on Capture the Flag platforms that provide legal targets. Never test other people's networks without written permission. Common question, is WEP still used? Rarely in modern gear, but old devices can still exist. Another, should I panic if I see WEP? Replace or segregate that device. If you manage many devices, schedule an inventory and upgrade plan. If you found this useful, like and subscribe. In the next video, I'll deep dive into WPA3 features and how enterprises can implement 802.1x properly. Drop questions below.